So hello everyone, and welcome back to Nicole Myths, Astrology and Tarot. We are here for the new moon in Virgo, new Regiment secret code name readings. All right, for those of you not familiar with secret code names and what they are here on the channel, these readings are purchased by individuals via my Etsy shop. All right, that link's in the description. They're purchased by individuals, and those individuals, once they're purchased, get a secret code name. So they know which reading is their personal reading. This is someone's personal reading. The beauty of these, however, is that because we are all connected and going through similar healing, similar lessons, similar upgrades, whenever you are drawn to one in divine time, there is most likely a message in here for you. All right, so take them as they resonate if you have been drawn to it. And thank you to those who have participated and purchased readings. Not only are you helping yourself, but you are helping many others along the way, and you are greatly appreciated. So with that said, we are going to get right into the message. This is secret code name Keystone, and for it I'm using my Wild Unknown Archetype cards by Kim Kranz. I'm also using her Wild Unknown Tarot and my Rumi Oracle by Alana Fairchild. So, secret code name Keystone, and those who would resonate to this message and be drawn to it in divine time. New moons are all about manifesting, and manifesting is all about energetic alignment and vibration. So, this is the new regiment coming in order to evolve your ability to elevate, okay? Or the elevation of your evolution. whatever way you want to word it. Don't take life too serious. Keystone, what got into me with your reading? Ooh. Interesting. We got the eternal child, and behind it was the ring. Ooh. Let's see. This is card number 4 and card number 47. 4 and 47. So we're going with the eternal child with a flash of ring energy. So the eternal child is the inner child, the child of joy. The eternal child is connected to the timeless, ageless, and infinite aspects of life. It is radiant and fearless and seeks joy above all else and at any cost. It struggles being bound to an aging body with physical limitations in a world that demands attention to detail and logistics. The eternal child wants to nix all rules and responsibilities and go beyond what others say is possible. It wants to return with plenty of friends to the land of the free, where divine wine and creativity pour from the earth and sky. We all want to sip from the well of eternal youth, and this makes the eternal child naturally popular, perhaps even famous. The eternal child glimmers. It reminds us of what is possible, what is magical about this precious life. When light, it is joyful, playful, and accepts all. It is magic. When dark, it is addicted, selfish, adrift, and burns out. In order to go deeper, look up Icarus Peter Pan and Rumi's Has Anyone Seen the Boy? It also says, this archetype is so spirited that when its appetite for life isn't satiated, it seeks spirits and substance elsewhere. The eternal child struggles with addictions of all varieties. Celebrity culture is based heavily on this archetype, as is the phrase, live hard, die young, and the series of artists and musicians who died at 27. Really, this card, and it makes sense on why I was like, you know, don't be so serious. The eternal child is the archetypal energy that you're moving into. So it's about seeking joy at all cost, but not necessarily instant gratification type addictive, you know, adrenaline rushes, right? We have those rushes of adrenaline or dopamine or whatever the fuck it is that when we do certain things. This is not about instant gratification type level joy. This is about the creation and manifestation of consistent, solid joy. Consistent and solid joy. That you feel that you aren't, because like a child, if you think about it, doesn't work. They don't go to work. They don't get bogged down by bills. For an adult to do that, they have to love what they do. They have to love what they do so that it doesn't feel like work. And do it so well and embrace it so much that it ends up paying all their bills and they don't even have to think about them. True facts. It's getting out of the drudgery and really into a joy zone. Anything that would prevent you from seizing your joy sucks. It's not 47, it's 57. All y'all probably caught that before I did. Here we go. The Ring. The Ring is the infinite, the wheel, and the connection. The ring in an image of is an image of connectedness. Rather than viewing life as linear as a series of progressive achievements, the ring challenges us to sense the cyclical, infinite nature of our world and experiences. Beginnings and endings fall by the wayside as we practice seeing ourselves as part of the cosmic circularity of creation. For this reason, it is no surprise a ring is worn on the finger to represent eternal love that surpasses time, space, and worldly things. So much can be projected onto this archetypal image because it mimics the Earth's orbit around our great sun and the intimate bond between two lovers. It is the micro and the macro united. This card calls us to deepen connection with self, other, and the world at large. Meanwhile, there may be a literal ring waiting to adorn your finger. You master this energy, especially through understanding the cyclical energy of this. In a weird sense, it's like everything you put out comes back to you. Everything you put out comes back to you. And the more you put out this vibration of joy or bust, that's what comes back to you. Joy. Because it was joy or not doing it. Joy or not doing it. You know, there was a time where I literally sat with that thought. I was sitting in my apartment back in New Jersey. I was sitting back in my apartment in New Jersey with my ex. That's where I lived with my ex. And I had that conversation with myself. Was I really enjoying my relationship, my partner? Was I really enjoying him? Not his family, not the things that he did or created, but him. And the answer was no. There was a lot of things I enjoyed about my relationship with him, the things that he brought into my life. And there were certain things that I enjoyed about him. But did I actually enjoy being with him? Did I enjoy him and being with him? No. 99% is not 100. And it wasn't 99 either. But I thought about that and asked myself that question. Am I really enjoying this? The eternal child wants to have big dreams, wants to achieve those dreams, has a limitless, untainted perspective about life and what's possible. And it has a really hard time adulting like everybody else. They can't just work the 9 to 5 and be under someone else. They have to be creative. They have to play with energy and creativity. The eternal child is who finds the purple berries in the backyard and turns them into paint and paints the siding of the White House purple. The eternal child never grows old in spirit. They never grow old in spirit. They could be 90 years old and still do shit like that. You know what I mean? Like the 90-year-old that sits on the porch and will still say what's up to the chipmunk or the squirrel. Like, yo. They can crack jokes and not be that miserable, grumpy old man or that miserable, grouchy old woman. Like, that was weighed down by life and is just waiting to die. Like the eternal child, even at 90, loves life and doesn't want it to end yet. God knows that's how I want to be at 90. I want to be 90 years old. Like, I don't want it to end yet. I don't want it to end yet. Can I live to be 110, 111? Can I go a little longer? Life is good. I'm with people that I enjoy, doing things that I enjoy, watching life happen that I enjoy. And when you're in this mindset, you really are truly partner worthy. Don't get it twisted. Don't let anybody tell you different. They're not in eternal child mode if they're trying to convince you that you're not marriage material. For real. If you can be an adult in this world and still have that youthful, eternal child element to you. Who wouldn't want to be with you? Who wouldn't want to enjoy watching you just dance through life, being yourself, untamed and unrestricted, with momentum and that playfulness, all the laughter you'll bring someone. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. If you're going to be addicted to anything, let it be your passion. Let it be what doesn't feel like work. See where that takes you. That's the keystone. That's the keystone right there. What does this look like, Spirit? This new regiment of energy and alignment. What does this look like? I love this deck for that card. I love it. I love you, Spirit. Yeah, man. All right. World on the bottom. That ring energy. And the 3 of coins on top. Now, it might look like a mountain right in front of you. Don't worry about the mountain. There is no mountain. If you ask Spirit to move the mountain moves. Hey, Spirit, move the mountain. And the mountain moves. This card is the only 2 of Pentacles I have ever seen where the 2 coins inside the infinity are in alignment and balance with each other. Not only are they in alignment and they're not crooked, they're on this beautiful butterfly. The 2 of coins is about the juggling of the ideal and the real. And in this deck, the real and the ideal reality is in alignment. It's in alignment. It's a mirrored image. The Father of Cups is the black swan. The Father of Cups, as the black swan in this deck, has mastered emotion and love energy, which is what water represents, as do the cups. The cups represent water. Water is love. It's a master of love. The eternal child isn't weighed down by the adult problems of other people. They're just loving life. They're just loving life. The Father of Cups, as a master of love energy, is not weighed down by the problems of others. In fact, they are so different that they're mesmerizing. I was just talking about this in another live about the black swan. You could look, and we all know how beautiful swans are, right? You could be looking at a lake filled with swans. But if there was a black swan in the mix, they're the only ones you're looking at. They're the only one you're looking at. Can't take your eyes off the black swan. They're mesmerizing. The black swan is a unique level of growth, which in this case is growing up is literally growing back. It's growing backwards, going into eternal youth, right? It's that energy, you know. The black swan will look to other swans, and it's like, are you ready to be a black swan? Are you a black swan? Are you ready to be a black swan with me? Because the black swan can be with any swan. But all those swans are the same as every other fucking swan. No matter how beautiful they are. They're like a bunch of adults that all look great on paper. Or whatever those fucking dating sites are. They all look great on paper. But in the end, they're all the fucking same. The black swan finds another black swan. And it's like, holy shit, you're like me. Holy shit, you're like me. That's the kind of no-brainer. That's the kind of no-brainer commitment that takes place. Like, you asked my kindergarten boyfriend, Tom, who he was marrying, it was me. It was a no-brainer, right? At 6 years old, yeah, that's who I'm going to marry. I'm going to grow up and I'm going to marry her. Like, it's like a child has no problem claiming it, right? Claiming it. This is the person that I love, right? I'm going to marry this person. It's that youthful kind of energy where it's like, I am ready to commit myself to you and the joy of you and the experience of you and what that creates when I'm also doing the same thing and we're doing it together. Like, the joy that happens when that commitment comes into the picture. When that commitment comes into the picture. It's an instantly recognizable vibration. When you're of that vibration, it's an instantly recognizable vibration. I saw people like, they only known each other 2 weeks and then they got married, and flash forward 25 years later, they're still happily fucking married. Happier than any other fucking couple you've ever met in your life. That's why. They were black swans and fucking found each other. You know what I mean? This is the vibration that you're in, or at least moving through. The eternal child in the ring, this is the level that you're reaching. Understand that your ideal and your real are not different. Your reality is ideal. Be in that mindset, because that's what's manifesting. Think about that. You put that out and that's what comes back. The ring, the cyclical energy, joy or bust. Allow your reality to be ideal. It's ideal. It might not be perfect, but it's 100% ideal. Get in that mindset. Stay in that Father of Cups, emotionally mature energy, because we got the Ace of Wands with the Chariot. Stay in that eternally youthful vibration, because the divine will intervene with the Chariot and inspire the fuck out of you. We're talking passion. We're talking purpose. We're talking soul creativity. We're talking, fuck, what is a lot of sexy. That's a lot of fucking sexy, okay? That is a lot of fucking sexy. You don't even fucking know. You don't even fucking know. In a really good way. In a really good way. What is the guidance, please, Spirit? For secret code name Keystone. And those who would be drawn to this message in divine time. This message fucking found you. What? Don't fucking doubt it. Don't fucking doubt it. Spirit just turned the key in the ignition. Shit. The guidance. Arise. 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 And what came out behind it? Blessing of Zahar. Zahar? Zara. Blessing of Zara. Tomato. Zara. Wow. All right. Let's read some of these, shall we? Arise is card number 13. These are the guidance cards, right? I see you, divine wild child and sacred heart. You have gumption, chutzpah, guts. You dared to love where others only see pain. You dare to believe that everything will somehow work out where others see only what they judge to be wrong. You see love where others ply fear. You seek freedom where the world still buys into manipulation and propaganda. Don't lose heart, beloved wild child. Dare to believe. You are right to do so. It is the divine rebel in you that refuses to surrender hope. Give up the fight, perhaps, the battle that comes from a place of fear, but never give up your hope. That hope in your heart, that optimism, that patience for growth into love creates a light within you that helps the world see through darkness. Hope is such a bullshit word. Faith. Faith. Faith is knowing. It's knowing in your soul. Hope is a fingers crossed because it might not work out. We're talking about faith. Okay, let me reread this. Don't lose heart, beloved wild child. Dare to believe. You are right to do so. It is the divine rebel in you that refuses to surrender faith. Give up the fight, perhaps, the battle that comes from a place of fear, but never give up your faith. That faith in your heart, that optimism and patience for growth into love creates a light within you that helps the world see through darkness. It becomes a candle that shimmers contentedly upon the windowsill of your heart temple. There it is, more obvious even in the darkness. The stars do appear to shine brighter at night, beloved, but don't become consumed by your nightmares. They will pass with the coming dawn, you'll see. So don't give them too much stock. Instead, put your attention towards that defiant candle of faith that burns, as is its nature and purpose within you. Can you sense its warmth, even in the presence of cold fear? Then it shall warm you now. And if not, then I come to remind you, you are a blazing angel filled with holy fire, and you shall prevail. Oh, the joy of you, the expanse of you. You fill my own heart with your magnificent essence. I see and know the great beloved in you. There the great beloved is, looking out at me from behind your eyes. I can see the candlelight of your heart temple flicker within your gaze. That is what the candle of faith honors. So creative and crazed with love for you that all circumstances of your life, down to the tiniest detail, are evoked out of love. Love out of passionate desire takes you from despair into faith, from holding on to letting go, and from turning away to opening up. Here, an eternal flame burns bright with faith, igniting the light within the hearts of all of humanity. You are being asked to trust. You are being asked to trust. Can you sense that before you is a great being of light, a great pathway opening up? This is truth, blazing angel. This is truth. Take the step. Take the step. So easy it is when the light of the heart is felt within, reminding you of your own divine nature. There is a reason why something is so amazing to you to do that it doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like work. That's your calling. Arise to it. In faith, arise to it. Again, like wild child, joy, expanse. Talking about the candle, you know, the candle, I always used to say, one candle lights another candle and loses nothing. Your flame, that joy, that passion, it's contagious. It's contagious. It's that healing ripple. Interestingly enough, because ripples are also rings. Blessing of Zara. Blessing of Zara. Card number 39. Damn it, like Mercury ain't retrograde yet. When we are hungry, we reach for what food is available. If we are starving, we may gorge upon what is before us, only to find ourselves overfed, undernourished, and in a most uncomfortable and dissatisfied state. Your soul needs better quality food. It has been detoxing. You have been shedding old thoughts, feelings, pains, and struggles. Memories of the past have been flooding out of your soul like parasites being expunged, and now your soul, thus cleansed, is in need of genuine nourishment to restore it into full radiance and vitality. Love will feed your hungry soul. Nothing less shall suffice. No sweet talking charmer hell bent on seducing and moving on will make the grade. No, it has to be nothing less than genuine romancing by the great beloved to feed, comfort, and nurse you into radiance. Only that divine finger dipped in the heavenly honey can be taken in by your soul now. All else will seem as empty junk by comparison. But can we summon the strength to overcome habitual and mindless attempts at feeding on lesser substances? Oh yes. The great beloved shall storm through the kitchen and with military precision clear out the cupboards, for only the best and finest, most decadent and delicious energy shall do for you. This oracle comes with special guidance. You are being given the blessing of Zara, of radiance, of brightness. This blessing has a purpose. It is to clear out that which would obstruct your full unfoldment to support the divine jewel of your soul in shining. You are being given an opportunity supported by life, by the earth, by the grace of the divine beloved to shed toxins from your being. These may be physical, they may equally be of emotional, psychic, or psychological origin. They may come from this or another lifetime. You may understand consciously what is being released, or you may not. If you are sensitive, you may feel symptoms of detoxification at a physical level, even if what you are releasing is emotional or psychological in nature. You are encouraged to complete the sacred honoring ritual below to stay adequately hydrated and to be moderate rather than excessive in your approach to things. The honoring ritual says, say aloud, I call upon all Zara, the merciful divine one, shining with grace, and Rumi, who loves me without condition. I call upon the healing angels, and I say the following declaration. With grace I accept the shedding of that which is no longer worthy of me. I allow myself to release with merciful grace what no longer feeds my soul with the truest of nourishment. I open to receive through unconditional love, healing, support, intervention, and protection, that I may shine with divine radiance bestowed upon me in this blessing. I surrender my attachment to scraps and open my mind, body, and soul to the great feast. In profound gratitude, I bow to the compassion that leads me to the banquet of love now. So be it. This is your time to shine. 100%. 100%. 99% is not 100. If you ain't enjoying every fucking minute of it, and you ain't so fucking grateful because it's so beautiful that you literally cry tears of eternal gratitude, then your future is too good to sacrifice for that. Your future's too good. This kind of shit's waiting for you. Keystone. Welcome it in. Welcome it in. Because if you felt like this lately, your angel just showed up. And it's shining big time on you. Stand up and rise. Go meet your highest self. It's fucking gorgeous. Some black swan shit. For real. So until next time, see ya.